All right, if you're running a small HVAC business and you're still scheduling jobs on a whiteboard, a spreadsheet, or just trying to keep it all in your head, this video is for you. I'm Mikey from BizGlow, where we test and review software specifically for HVAC and home service businesses. And today, walking you through Jobber. I signed up for the free trial, ran some test jobs through it, and I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like from the inside, what works and where it falls short. And before we get rolling, I want to disclose that I am not being paid by Jobber to make this video, and I'm reviewing it honestly. Now let's get started. So this is what you see when you first log in. This is the main dashboard. And right away, you can see your upcoming jobs, your requests, any requests that you had come in, and your revenue for the week. Okay. So here's the workflow. Like I said, this is the new requests that you have coming in. This is the quotes, jobs, and invoices. And one thing I noticed immediately is how clean it looks. Compared to some of the other tools I've looked at, there's no overwhelming amount of buttons or menus to figure it out. You look at the sidebar right here. It's got your home, your schedule. You can do a daily, a weekly, or a monthly view. You have your clients, your requests, quotes, jobs, and invoices. Now, there's more things packed into the bottom section down here, but our main focus is these 5 up here. And yeah, the setup took me about 20 minutes to get the basics in. I added my business info, set up a couple of service types, and I was ready to start creating jobs from there. Now, if you hit create up here, I'll show you how a typical job flow flows through Jobber from start to finish. Now, you just create a client. And you can see I've already input some in here. I played around with this a little bit. And then you can create a new client here. Title, you can change that to Mr., Miss, Mrs., or whatnot. To Mike Johnson, company name. You can do a company name, or you can do residential, or you can do whatever you want at that point. We're out in Vegas, so I'm going to put 702-999-9999 and Mike Johnson at gmail.com. You could change that to main, work, mobile, home, fax, or other for the phone number. And same thing for the email. You can change it to a main, work, personal, or for other. Now, for communication settings, you can choose to send emails and text messages to that email and to the phone number for outstanding quote follow-ups, overdue invoice follow-ups, jobs and visits, upcoming assessments or visit reminders, and job closure follow-ups. So we'll click save. Lead source, you can change that. I'm just gonna put, let's say it came from Facebook. You can add additional client details and contacts, but we're gonna keep it basic. 123 South Main Street in Las Vegas. And then you can do property details and property contacts, and you can really customize it. But right now we're going to go ahead and save the client. Oh, you know what? This is Mike Johnson. I already created one earlier, so I'm just going to select that. And then from there, I already created a quote for Mike for an AC tune-up. So you can create new ones by clicking on this green button plus create button sign right here. You can hit create, request, quote, job, or invoice, payment, tasks, property, and contact. You could edit all of that. Now, for this one, I'm going to go ahead and create a quote. Create a new quote. Title it AC Tune-Up. We're going to keep that same address or the original address that I created for him. Customers are going to have multiple addresses, so you can have more than one address for each client. I created one earlier, and I'm just going to go ahead and add that. It was saved as a template. Put AC Tune-Up, quantity just one. I'm going to do $150 for unit costs, and it's going to automatically have the total added up there. It's got an AI built in to rewrite your description here. You can change it to cheerful, casual, professional. And there's that. You can add an image to it, and then you can see what the client is seeing on their end. you have subtotal. You can add a discount. You could add your taxes based on, which county you're in. You can do a deposit. So what I like to do is collect 50% up front, not 500%. Hit save. So the required deposit is $75. Then there's your contract disclaimer. This quote is only valid for the next 30 days. And after that, values may be subject to change. You can add to that. You can leave it. You could apply it to all future quotes. You can also add notes that, Mike is available in mornings. Dog is out back. Please don't open the back door or side. This is assuming the AC unit's on the side of the house. So save your quote. Actually, before we do that, you have options here. So you can send this as an email, send as a text message, or convert it to a job. What your quote is just basically an estimate. You send that to Mike. He approves it. We go ahead and convert it to a job. All right. This job type is going to be one-off. You can change it to recurring if it's a service that you have set up that way. We'll do the appointment for tomorrow. We'll have a start time of 9 a.m. Estimated end time is 11. You can schedule it later. You can choose your tech. So I've already created my profile there. I'm just going to choose myself. Arrival window, 9 to 9:30. You can change that to, an hour window or whatever, 30 minutes. And the great thing about this is once the job is accepted, the customer will get email and a text message, depending on how you set it up. I like to do both. And the tech will also get the notification in his phone, and the tech can there's a feature called On My Way, and it tells the customer exactly where the tech's at. So that alone will save you countless numbers of hours of, that incoming, oh, where's the tech at? Where are you at? Text message or call that you're going to get. So you can save the job, email booking confirmation. This is what that looks like. Hey, Mike Johnson, thank you for booking with us. Property address, estimated arrival time. You can obviously add to that. You can get it rewritten with the AI. Let's have it be a little bit more cheerful so you can see what that looks like. Boom, you can send a copy to myself. You can upload any files you have, and then you can send the email from there. All right, now once that job is done, you'll see it in your calendar. Once it is accepted, there it is, Mike Johnson. It's for me only. If you have multiple techs and let's say that person isn't available at that time, you can easily drag and pull this to the next time slot, or you could reassign it to whoever's available if that's the only time your clients are or your leads have availability. You can also change this to the map view so you know exactly where you're going for the day or for the week or however you want to set up your work schedule. All right, now when you go to the home page, that workflow is going to get updated. You have these jobs that are sitting here. You have your total, recent visits, visit schedule, and all that good stuff. So for invoices, you have that incoming. You can see what's still pending, and that is that. So I'm going to give you a glimpse of what this marketing tools look like. Some of them are added on features. And right now, this is at the time of recording, they're offering us 35% off my first 3 months. If I were to upgrade, I can add a company logo, set up a website that does come for free with one of the paid plans. And here's a glimpse. Again, this is at the time of recording. These numbers can change, or the pricing can change. Here you have your Grow, Connect, and Core plans. And this is for an individual option. You have your team option for Plus with 15 users, 10 users, which is the growth plan, Connect with 5 users, and you can see the discounted price per month. And now, super easy. After dispatching, I'll show you that through the mobile app. And once you get paid, everything is done in person on site. It saves you so much time on, going to the office, doing all these paperworks, and giving the office a call for payment to see if it's been confirmed. You get it in real time. You see the payments go through, everything checks out, and that's that. And I should add that once a customer pays online directly from the invoice, there is a processing fee of about 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction for card payments, which is pretty standard for most of the tools in this space. And that's the full job lifecycle: customer created, job scheduled, tech, dispatch, invoice sent, payment collected, all inside one system without jumping between apps. And gonna wrap this up with honest pros and cons. The mobile app is generally good with 4.8 stars, and I get why. Techs can see their jobs and take notes. Like I said, everything is done within the app. The setup is fast. I was running test jobs within 20 minutes of signing up. And the customer communication features, the reminders, the on my way text, online payments, make a small HVAC operation look like a much bigger, more professional company. Just those little things like that. Now, for the cons, Jobber's not built specifically for HVAC. Let's get that straight. So there's no equipment tracking. So if you want to store which unit you serviced at a customer's property, what the model number was, when it was last serviced, Jobber doesn't have that natively. Okay. The reporting is pretty basic. If you want to see profit per job type or technician performance metrics, you'll be exporting it to Excel and pulling it up that way. And then the per user pricing adds up pretty fast. $249 a month for up to 15 users on the top plan. It's still reasonable, but if you're adding text regularly, run the math before you commit. And yeah, so who's Jobber for? Actually, in my opinion, I think it's best. It's the best starting point for HVAC businesses within 1 to 5 technicians who want one system that handles everything without a steep learning curve. If you're running more than 10 techs, if you need deep dive, or if you need deep HVAC specific features like equipment tracking, you'll probably outgrow it. But as a starting point, it's hard to beat. There's a 14-day trial and no credit card required. I'll link that below. And if you want to see how Jobber stacks up against House Call Pro, I'm doing that comparison next. So subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. I'm Mikey from BizGlow. We review software for HVAC and home service businesses so you don't have to figure it out yourself. See you in the next one.